Hey y'all, getting hooked inshore adventures, Captain Clinton DeArmas. I've been looking forward to this trip. We put in at Island Marina this morning. It's a great jumping off point for anywhere in this interior marsh around Slidell, Louisiana. You can run across the Biloxi Marsh. Almost any kind of inshore species you want to get to, it's a great starting point. We're up on the platform today. Well, this ain't even a platform. We're up
on a tower.
We're in the nosebleed section today, looking for redfish. Y'all stick around. I got a feeling we're gonna have some good stuff for you today. Island Marina at Lake Catherine. It's such a great jumping off point. You got Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Bourne, Lake Catherine, the Wrigley's area, the ICW that'll take you all the way to Chalmette. I mean, you could fish over here for years and never fish the same spot twice. This place right here is a great jumping off point, not only for redfish. Some of the state's largest trout have come from within just a few miles of here.
We're fishing the marshes inside the Wrigley's, just outside of Lake Bourne. Conditions today, winds are supposed to pick up, nice and calm this morning, supposed to pick up 10 to 20 miles an hour. Water's dirty, clarity is really, really dirty, gonna make it hard really to see them. We wanna do some sight fishing today. Water's just really, really dirty, so we'll be doing some line casting. Just hopefully the winds will stay down and give us an opportunity to be able to see a few redfish.
All right, y'all, we're in the marsh, looking for redfish. We're getting set up right now. We got a little Berkeley gulp, 4-inch ripple mullet. This is a Hall's HD spinnerbait with a add-on. We got some accessories. We're accessorizing today. These are the zip tails. This adds a little flair to your spinnerbait. If you hadn't seen it, you need to check it out.
You can get in those ponds and you don't have that rough water to deal with. You have the wind to deal with, maybe with your casting or boat position or something, but you're actually inside of protected waters.
But you were telling me this morning there's a difference, and there's a way to tell the difference between bait fish and redfish. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Fish on.
The fight that they have, there's no other fight than the Louisiana redfish in their shallow waters.
Come here, pretty girl. 5 minutes in the marsh. Clinton, you gotta do better, brother. I had to make like 6 casts before I caught my first fish.
I've been fishing here since 1995, and today I'm still learning new territory. That's a nice redfish.
That is a beautiful redfish. You know,
nice blue tail.
The coloration in this marsh is just, you can't beat it.
Let's see if she's gonna make the legal limit. Louisiana, I feel, has probably the best fisheries in the country. And we have such a wide variety of species of fish. You got speckled trout, you got flounder, you got croaker, you got redfish, you got black drum, you got triple tail. I mean, it just goes on. 15 3/4. Unfortunately, she is gonna have to go back. She's gotta be 16 inches. But she'll go get her mama for us, right?
The Fisherman's Guide is brought to you by Silver Slipper Casino, Dad's Super Pawn, Abu Garcia, Berkeley and Penn, Oddball Tackle, Salt Life Optics, Southern Building Supply, Sea Mule Fishing Carts, Catcher's Mitt, Sea to Swamp, Island Marina, Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine, Ocean Marine Group, Parker Poles, Sport Trail Trailers, and Advanced Marine.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food, and I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game and the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Have a good time at the Silver Slipper.
Everyone knows that fishing is fun, but catching is even better at Island Marina.
Island Marina is home to some of the best inshore fishing anywhere. Island Marina is the first-class, full-service marina and boat yard.
Come on over and you see why everyone knows that fishing is fun, but catching is even better at Island Marina.
Just like money in your pocket, that's super fun. When you trade with us, you always get our best. Super deals are why, whether you sell or buy. We cash checks, we pay bills, we make loans like no one will, and help you keep your pockets filled. Just like money in your pocket, that's super fun.
Building a new home? Build it with brick and roofing from Southern Building Supply. Come see our showroom on County Farm Road in Gulfport. We have a wide range of brick in the most popular styles and colors, and our selection of high-quality shingles can add years to the life of your new roof. Southern Building Supply offers on-site delivery of your new brick and rooftop delivery of your new shingles. We're the only locally owned roofing and brick company. Call us today, 228-539-8380. Southern Building Supply.
Clinton, you know, being up this high, there's a little bit of a learning curve throwing these spinner baits because the bait's wanting to come up to the top on me. I noticed you're doing something a little different.
Yeah, what I'm doing is with the spinner baits being so high, like you said, it does want to come to the top. I'm using just a little jig pattern, twitching it twice. What it does is it lets the bait come up to the top and then fall back down. So you're getting that blade action coming up and going down, which will attract the fish. It also gives that bait that chance to flutter. They'll see it as well.
So this jig tail, whenever you're pulling it, it's down flat on this bait. As it's fluttering, it allows it to open up like an old bucktail jig that you see in Grandpa's tackle box.
Exactly.
Now, Clint, how many different redfish series do you fish?
I fish 3, 4, 5 different redfish series, 4 different redfish series.
And everybody that you're fishing against are going to be top-notch fishermen.
Oh, absolutely.
I always told everybody whenever I used to do it, which I didn't ever fish it as hard as you do, but you got 80% of the field that's going to catch their fish that day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In my opinion, it's about 60% skill and 40% luck, because you got to get yourself there, then you got to get the right ones. But these zip tails that you've got, anytime you can find some kind of edge, as little as it may be, it turns the tides for you, doesn't it?
Exactly, and you're right. A lot of it's skill, a lot of it's luck. The guys we compete against, they're going to bring fish back to the boat. And just like you said, if you have something that's different, a different advantage than everybody else has got, it's going to up your game for you. Zip tails is one of my game changers. The crappie psychic is another one of my game changers. That's what I'm actually throwing today, is a crappie psychic mega trailer in the chartreuse color. It really produced well for me. One of the series that I do compete on, which is you're talking about top-notch guys, is the Elite Redfish series. This is guys that are rated throughout the country. There's no more challenge than competing against these guys.
You know, I used to fish that whenever it was HT series.
HT series, yes, sir.
And for the people that don't know what the Elite series is, so they took the top guys and they said, all right, you don't get a partner anymore. You got to do it all by yourself now. So they're not only going out here and finding their fish and catching them, but he's got to net them, he's got to land them, he's got to get them off, he's got to make sure they stay alive. And look, we killed a lot of fish with 2 guys paying attention to them.
Right. Yeah, you're right. We do it all. We have to find our own spots, navigate our own spots, hook our fish up, net them, get them in our live wells, keep them fish alive all day long. Them fish have to be alive when we get back to weigh in.
You know, catching the fish and getting it in the boat with everything else that's entailed in a true professional tournament, that's the easy part. Everything else that goes around it's the hard part.
Exactly.
All right, let's catch some.
Brought to you by Dad's Super Pawn.
Well, we've had a lot of fun. We caught a variety of different fish, from flounder to giant jacks and red snapper, black drum. It's been fun to catch them and then to eat them and then watch the kids get really excited about it too.
So, next year's campers, do you have anything you want to say to them?
If you come here next year, then if you like fishing or haven't fished before, this is the place to come.
I'm Shaw Grigsby, and this is my office. A sensational light tackle series saltwater boat from Triton. Whether you're sneaking up on monster reds in skinny water, fishing a tournament in a coastal bay or river, or headed for light offshore action for the trophy of your dreams, no other boat fishes, performs, and fuels your angling passion like a genuine Triton LTS. See them today at a nearby Triton dealer and at tritonboats.com.
For over 80 years, serious anglers have depended on Penn. You can too. When you get that bite of a lifetime, be confident knowing that Penn is with you. Penn, let the battle begin.
Just like money in your pocket, that's super pawn. When you trade with us, you always get our best. Super deals are why, whether you sell or buy. We cash checks, we pay bills, we make loans like no one will, and help you keep your pockets filled. Just like money in your pocket, that's super pawn.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food, and I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game in the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Pass a good time at the Silver Slipper.
He's sitting right in there. You throw in there. Throw in there. Be still there. Throw in that cloud. There you go. Reel it slow. Just bump it. Little twitches. Be still in there. Trying to make that perfect cast on top of them when you're dealing with 20, 25 mile an hour winds. Because once you get it out there and you're only throwing a 4-ounce jig, your line wants to turn, it pulls it from in front of them. So making that perfect cast, getting in front of those fish, and just watching them hit the baits. We actually seen the fish. They're lit up. They're like a gold light bulb in the water. Redfish are territorial too. So just because you see the cloud doesn't mean he's moved on. He could be sitting right in that same spot.
He's waiting to kick somebody's butt, huh?
When you start to see a lot of mullet activity, redfish eat mullet. So if you got the mullet activity, there's gonna be a redfish around somewhere.
I tell people that in seminars all the time. Find decent water, find moving water, find bait. That's your 3 keys. You can see fish in the water from the deck of the boat, but every inch that you get higher is changing your angle of sight. It's just like golfers hitting off of an elevated tee box. You know, they got to go down in clubs so they don't hit it over the green.
Put your ice chest just on your front deck, and you'll be able to stand up that, which is still gonna elevate you a couple of feet up in the air. It enhances how far you can actually see that push, or how far you can actually see that redfish to be able to present your baits to them. So if you're sight casting redfish, the last thing you want to do is throw on top of them. What you want to do is lead him. So those mud clouds are basically that redfish just sitting there, and when you spook him, he's going to take off. We're in less than a foot of water, so when they take off, they're going to leave that big just pile of mud that just comes up in the air. And if you watch the way the mud cloud goes, it'll give you an idea of what direction he's going in. So when you see the big cloud here, and then you see another one right here, and then it kind of fades away, you know he's running this way.
Now, how often after you spot mud clouds and that fish is spooked, maybe not scared to death, but spooked, how often are they willing to eat?
Within a couple seconds.
Okay.
What he's going to do is he's going to make that little dart just to get away, and then he'll settle down, and he'll start to swim normal again. Them fish are always on a prowl, always looking for something to eat. But when they feel pressured, that they feel like they're going to get eaten, that's when he's going to move. What it does is it gives us a chance to be able to see the fish and how they react.
And at that point, whenever you start seeing fish turning these baits down, what are you doing? Are you swapping bait?
Oh,
are you going
immediately.
subtle and swapping colors first?
I give them, I'll go 2 refusals. So like we were out here this morning, I'm throwing chartreuse green, and if I see the fish, ooh, that's a big hit right there. And I'm throwing a chartreuse green, and I get 2 refusals on a chartreuse, I'm changing color. When you get into clean water, you can switch to jigs and lighter baits.
Time on the water.
Time on the water.
Got it.
Got him.
Stuck it. Man, I'll tell you what, you talk about exciting. We spotted that fish like 30, 40 yards out there. Clinton dropped an absolutely perfect cast in.
That was a perfect cast.
15 feet ahead of the fish. That was textbook right there. It doesn't get any better than that. Look at the color of this fish.
I spend a lot of time, I study maps, I look for those protected waters, I'm looking for that clean water, just as we found today. Once we found the clean water, bam, the redfish were there.
Got him! Y'all look, all this right here, this is what we were talking about. This is why we're able to see those at 30, 40 yards. Dropped that in right in front of him.
Got him, Ron, thank you.
Man,
thank you.
awesome. Thank you. This is so much fun. Hey, can I catch one?
No. Of course you can.
Hey, I'll put
Look,
it back up net, man.
I'm going to put this one in the live well.
That one in the live well.
You go catch another one.
Come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Hi, this is John from the Silver Slipper, where the casino action is always lively and fun. Now, you already know that we're passionate about our food, and I'm sure you'll be able to find your favorite table game in the newest slot games available whenever you visit us. So now we're happy to introduce our beautiful new beachside hotel with 129 spacious rooms and suites. So for great fun, food, and awesome views, come on down to the Silver Slipper.
Pass a good time at the Silver Slipper.
builded with brick and roofing from Southern Building Supply. Come see our showroom on County Farm Road in Gulfport. We have a wide range of brick in the most popular styles and colors, and our selection of high-quality shingles can add years to the life of your new roof. Southern Building Supply offers on-site delivery of your new brick and rooftop delivery of your new shingles. We're the only locally owned roofing and brick company. Call us today, 228-539-8380. Southern Building Supply.
Welcome back. We just got to the next spot. We're gonna get after it. Y'all stick around.
Today's recipe is brought to you by Sea Mule Fishing Carts.
Hey guys, Chef Corey Hudson here with Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine. Today we are doing blackened shrimp and crispy fried eggplant with a goat cheese Alfredo. So Alfredo sauce is very easy. Traditionally it's done with Parmesan cheese, but once again I like to jazz things up, so we're going to make it with some creamy goat cheese. The ingredients we need are 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 minced shallot, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, 8 ounces of goat cheese, 2.5 cups of heavy cream, 1 tablespoon of dry oregano, 3 slices of eggplant, 8 21-25 shrimp tail on, 2 ounces of blackening seasoning, 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3 eggs, 1 cup of milk, and 1/4 cup of cornstarch. Okay, now to start this dish, just like everything else, we have to do what takes the longest first. So we're gonna make our Alfredo sauce. So get a medium-sized saucepan, turn it on medium-high heat, and add the olive oil. Once the oil is warm, throw in your shallots and your garlic and saute for about 2 minutes. Then throw in your goat cheese and stir this around until the goat cheese melts. Then add the oregano. Add the 2.5 cups of heavy cream, but once it does boil, just add the cornstarch slurry to thicken it up and just set it aside. To add a starch, you can always use any type of pasta you like. I always prefer the angel hair pasta. So now it's time to cook the shrimp and the eggplant. 3 ingredients to blacken in anything. You need your protein, your blackening seasoning, and butter. Coat your shrimp in blackening seasoning, a little butter in your cast iron skillet on high heat, and they only take about a minute. For the eggplant, we're gonna fry it in some panko breadcrumbs, dredge the eggplant in white seasoned flour, dip them in the egg wash, and then dredge them in the panko breadcrumbs. And when you put them in the fryer, they're gonna float, cook for about 1.5 minutes on one side, flip them over, and finish cooking on the other side. We're gonna put the pasta in the bowl, lay our eggplant right over the top, pour this beautiful homemade goat cheese Alfredo, and then just scatter these beautiful Gulf fresh blackened jumbo shrimp.
We're up on top of a 5-foot tower off the deck of the boat, and we can probably see a good 30, 40, maybe even 50 yards we get into clean water. So yes, obviously the higher you get, the further you'll be able to see. Actually, the further you'll be able to cast at the same time as well. I got a redfish.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You do?
I got a redfish. I'm gonna play with that garfish. Nope. Nope, I'm gonna get a redfish. Thank you, Gator Sticks.
Capt Clinton is a magician on his off time because he just turned a gar into a redfish. That was pretty impressive. Oh, right here, right here.
I'm still.
It's a gar. So tell him what.
I saw a gar running down the shoreline. I said, I'm gonna throw at it and just play with a garfish. And no sooner the bait hit the water, bam! Beautiful. All right, let's put you in the live well. We saw a few redfish. I was throwing a crappie psychic mega trailer, chartreuse green, and I had 3 refusals on it. I put it right in front of their face. They just didn't want to eat it. So I knew at that point it was going to be a bait change. Trying to match the watercolor, bait to the watercolor. Pulled out a ribbit frog, brown, 2-tone brown, still on the Hall's HD spinner. We just had that one fish, made about that 40-yard cast, dropped it right in front of him, and she just annihilated it. So it was a smart move to go ahead and make that bait change. Starting to see a few more. We'll see if it keeps up.
Got him. Got him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby.
I start prepping at least 2 weeks in advance. That's when my adrenaline starts rushing. Come tournament day, it's just like you can't stop.
Woo, she's strong.
It's just knowing that I'm going to be out there. Take him on your left, Ronnie.
That fish just jumped on there like a bulldog. You hear me?
He annihilated it.
Didn't even give it a thought. Just jumped on it and smashed it.
And I'm going to get that hook up on that 7, that 8, potentially 9-pound redfish.
Man, these fish are so much fun. Look at him just churning up out there.
Nice, strong fish.
Oh, yeah.
Watching him annihilate my baits, there's just no other rush.
Lit up like a Christmas tree, and that's really what these fish look like in that clean, clear water. Look at the colors.
That's not even on.
You were right on the bait change, Cap. That's a fat fish. The anticipation of getting the bait there. Okay, I got it there. Boom, he turned on it. Oh, he's going for it. And just trying not to snatch it out from in front of him whenever you can see all that. I mean, it's a huge adrenaline rush. Well, I tell you what, that is so much fun. Getting to spot them, present that bait to the fish, watch that fish, I would say eat, but that wasn't even eating. That was, that was kind of more like devouring it.
Beautiful color. Look at the gold color on these Louisiana redfish. Nice gold, gold, gold.
They don't get washed out like they do in other places. No. You know, they keep that, look how pretty and red the fins are.
If you notice the blue tails, that's a sign of them. Nice blue tail.
Hey, you know, talking about them is fun, but I know what's more fun.
Let's go catch some more.
Let's get up there and do it again.
Let's go catch some more.
The Fisherman's Guide is brought to you by Silver Slipper Casino, Dad's Super Pond, Abu Garcia, Berkeley and Penn, Oddball Tackle, Salt Life Optics, Southern Building Supply, Seamule Fishing Carts, Catcher's Mitt, Sea to Swamp, Island Marina, Hook Gulf Coast Cuisine, Ocean Marine Group, Parker Poles, Sport Trail Trailers, and Advanced Marine.